Well, the State Department of Transportation will offer driver's exam tests in more languages.
And what city is more romantic, Honolulu or Vegas? Those are some of the stories our partners at Civil Beat are following. And joining us over Skype is reporter Chad Blair. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning, Jill and Mejio.
Well, I know that the State Department of Transportation is going to offer some driver exam tests in many languages besides English, right?
That's right. That's right. By the end of the year, it'll be 8 languages. It includes Tagalog and Samoan. You know, they used to offer those languages starting back in 2001, but in 2010, they discontinued the translations. And the reason is because the state legislature passed a couple of laws regarding automobiles. For example, you can't keep kids unattended in cars. Unfortunately, they did not translate those, and so they just stopped, the DOT, just stopped having the translation. So last 3 or 4 years, they have not been available. Under pressure from community groups, they are restoring 8 of those 9 languages. But here's the catch. They would also like these groups to have Marshallese, Chuukese, and Ilocano translation. And that reflects the growing numbers of those populations in the islands. DOT is mum. They haven't said whether they're going to do that or not.
Well, hopefully you can get some answers on that. Chad, Civil Beat is also working on dozens of stories about the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development's investigation into an Oahu Senior Center. What have you learned through your investigation?
It's serious business. It's called ORI Nui Nui Hale. It's up there by Dole Plantation. And yesterday, or this week, earlier this week, Housing and Urban Development, the feds, came down and said the city must repay $8 million that it has given to Nui Nui Hale. The reason is that money appears to have been seriously mismanaged. Instead of being used to help vulnerable populations and the disadvantaged, they were doing things like marketing for weddings. So the city council, as you know, is meeting today to take up the budget. You have to think that that $8 million is going to come up. A lot of political influence may have been involved. So stay tuned. Check out our coverage on civilbeat.com.
All right, Chad, thanks a lot. And we know another story that is in Civil Beat is that love is in the air, and we know it because Honolulu is ranked, what, the 9th most romantic destination in North America.
That's right. This is from a travel website that's looking at bookings for the summer. And no surprise, San Francisco's #1, New York City #2, Miami. We're at 9. But you know what? We got beat out by Dallas, Texas, and Orlando, Florida. And I would think Honolulu is more romantic than those 2 places, unless you like Disney World and the Kennedy assassination or something like that, maybe the Cowboys. But I guess we'll have to settle for 9.
Well, yeah, it's the happiest place on earth, so I don't know.
No, that's right.
And Chad, you know, Vegas is #4. Vegas more romantic than Honolulu? Come on.
I just can't believe that. But remember, you can get married in an instant in Las Vegas, right?
True. But is it romantic? I don't know. That's just my opinion. Okay. Chad Blair, thanks for joining us. Great to see you.
Thank you.
And you can find the complete stories that we've just discussed on civilbeat.com.
Well, coming